Hi guys, it is ᴅ쏘ᴜ back in full swing, and that is because I didn't actually say anything in any of these clips. Maybe it was because I was shy, but I did not record anything even when I got home. But today I had my labeling and dispensing class, and it was actually really fun. We have these to test our labeling and dispensing skills, and we labeled and dispensed CD prescriptions, POM prescriptions. I had to fill in a POM register, and I did not know how to do that at all. But we labeled some prescriptions. We did some labeling of private prescriptions, of NHS prescriptions, and honestly the whole process was really fun. And I filled in a CD prescription and I made a lot of mistakes, but that's fine. That's the whole process of classes. And then after, I met up with a friend to go and study, and I made sure I filled in everything I needed to, and I made sure I understood everything from the class that I just did. We will be getting tested on these in our OSCEs, and I had to make sure I knew what we did in class. And I filled in the POM register for one of the private prescriptions because I've never filled in a POM register before. So after that was done, I needed to finish my work, so I just made sure I did all of my work, and I tried to get on with the lectures from the endocrine system, but I didn't end up finishing the work, but at least I did some work, I guess. I'm going to interrupt this section of the video because whilst I was editing this clip, because I'm recording with my camera, I'm still listening to the music that was on my phone. And please tell me why I could hear every single lyric from the song that I was listening to. Everyone on that carriage could probably hear the NewJeans blasting out from my speakers, and I've never been more embarrassed in my whole life. I am dying. I got the rain. Hi guys, I honestly feel like I haven't spoken in this video at all. So today is, I actually don't even know what time it is. Today is the 12th of October and I feel like I've not spoken at all in this video. I'm trying to like make a conscious effort to talk more in videos because I feel like that's what videos are about. And I know in most of like study videos and productivity videos, like some are quiet, and that's like sometimes that can just be the aesthetic for some people's videos. But I feel like with me, I'm such a talkative person, and like when I start talking I don't stop talking. So I'm gonna try to make a conscious effort to talk more in videos. Like in lectures in uni I rarely get my camera and start speaking, but I'm getting there. And I just realised I look really small and I look like an egg. Anyways, bro, I need to clean my room. And also, if anyone has like any ideas of storage space for a small room that has no wardrobe, please let me know, because a girl is struggling. A girl is really struggling. Like, I will insert a picture of what my room looked like yesterday while I was cleaning my room. And
I have a rail in my room, right? Because I have a lot of clothes on it. When you set loads of clothes on a rail, it starts to lean, and the lean started giving me really bad anxiety. So I got rid of all of my clothes off the rail and put them into boxes because I don't have a wardrobe.
So I didn't know about yesterday, but today I'm going to clean my room. I am going to then do my work, and yeah. So recently for revision and for studying my lectures when I come home, I've been using the Pomodoro technique. And if you don't know what the Pomodoro technique is, it's essentially when you have a timer where you work for a set number of minutes or hours, and then you have a break for a short amount of minutes. And I have been loving this because I get really easily distracted. And if you get really easily distracted, I highly recommend this because this is the only thing that is keeping me on track from doing my work. So I was really craving Thai green curry, so I decided to make it, and I used the paste shown on screen right now. And honestly, it's the best Thai curry paste I've ever used. So the meat I'm going to be using for this is chicken thighs. You can also use chicken breast as well, but I prefer chicken thighs over chicken breast only because chicken thighs is just so much more juicy and I prefer the taste of thighs over chicken breast. So I begin to just cut the chicken thighs pretty much in any fashion. You can either dice them, but I try to cut them long ways because I don't know, that's just how I like them the most. And after I do that, I get the pan ready with the coconut milk. You can use any coconut milk you want, but I put coconut milk in with the Thai curry paste. I used about a tablespoon and a half, and I am just warming the coconut milk with the curry paste until it melts on a medium heat, and then I add the chicken and my cabbage, and I will just leave that to cook for about 5-10 minutes, and I will check up on it every now and then. And as for vegetables, I found a frozen mix of baby corn, finger snaps and carrots in Iceland, so I normally use that for my Thai green curry, but you can use fresh vegetables as well. You can add pretty much anything to Thai green curry, but I normally let that cook for about 5 minutes until everything is softened, and then I will garnish with coriander. So I'll cook the curry with the coriander for about a minute or two, and then you can serve with either rice, naan, or just have it by itself. But honestly, I give this a solid 10 out of 10. Hi guys, so last time you saw me I was complaining about how messy my room was and how much I needed to do to start my work. So I am going to be doing my flashcards and my active recall and notion for my IPM lecture, and I'm also going to try my best to catch up on the lectures that I have missed. Even though I go in for my lectures, some days I don't, and even if I do the lectures in person, I still need to come back home, review the lectures, and I still need to study them. So what I'm going to be doing now is I am going to be be going through my lecture that we had today on the innate immunity and on viruses, and I'm going to be making a note on all of these. So the way I normally make notes is I use the learning objectives as my questions. So for example, one of the learning objectives here is to describe the general characteristics of viruses as obligate intracellular parasites. I'll basically use that as a question. So I will have my notes under that objective, then I'll start writing the lecture notes and answer that question at the same time within the lecture notes. So technically, if that question would come up in an exam paper, I would already know what to write. And a quick tip, if you go to KCL, this is how they do exams. Whenever there are objectives, that objective can be a possible exam question. So don't skip the objectives, use them as potential exam questions. I'm going to try to do some wider reading because normally in university all the lecturers always usually give a wider reading chapter or a paper to look at, and sometimes it can be useful, sometimes it's just a load of waffle. I'm going to try to look over the textbook that they recommend as well as the paper that they recommend. So I'm going to do that. And also, as a pharmacist and a pharmacy student, you need to be good at your calculations. So that is drug calculations, pharmacokinetic, and any pharmaceutical calculations. And at KCL, what they usually do is every month they release calculation quizzes in order to prepare you for your calculation quiz in March, and you have to get 70% to pass it. I might do some calculation quiz practice just so I can get better if I need to and see what I need to work on, because I've not done any calculations since last March, which was a couple of months ago. So I'm going to try to do that if I have time. If not, I'll try to do it tomorrow. But that is my plan for the evening. I will probably record a cheeky time lapse.